In a kingdom of old, where the rhythm of looms and the murmur of folk songs filled the air, there ruled an emperor whose vanity surpassed the grandeur of his realm. His obsession with fine attire was known far and wide, eclipsing even the most basic duties of his station. Day after day, he paraded in new garments, seeking admiration and awe from his subjects who diligently obliged. In this land of woven dreams, two cunning weavers arrived, their tongues laced with the silver of deception. They proclaimed the creation of a fabric so extraordinary that it was invisible to anyone who was either unfit for their position or hopelessly stupid. The emperor, blinded by his own vanity, was immediately ensnared by this tantalizing promise. Intrigued and eager to expose the incompetency and foolishness of his court, the emperor commissioned the weavers. Gold and silk, rubies and pearls, the weavers demanded and received all, yet their looms clattered empty. The emperor sent his most trusted advisors to inspect the progress. One by one they returned, each more afraid than the last, to admit that they saw nothing lest they be branded incompetent or a fool. The weavers worked through the night, their looms silent, their smiles wide. The day of the grand parade approached, and the emperor, consumed by curiosity and fear, visited the weavers. Standing before the empty loom, he felt a chill of dread. He saw nothing, yet the fear of being deemed unworthy of his crown shackled his tongue. With feigned admiration, he lavished praise upon the non-existent fabric. The day of the parade dawned, a day when the emperor's vanity was to be his undoing. The weavers, with deft fingers and sly grins, dressed the emperor in his new clothes. Standing before his mirror, the emperor gazed upon his own bare reflection. Yet pride and fear twisted his vision, and he saw only a regal figure draped in finery. The streets of the kingdom filled with citizens, their eyes wide with anticipation. The emperor, head held high, stepped out in his new attire. A hush fell over the crowd, eyes widened, mouths agape, yet no word was spoken. Each person, from the peasant to the noble, feared to admit that they saw nothing, lest they be deemed unworthy or foolish. Amidst this sea of silent trepidation, a child's voice rang clear and true. Innocent and unburdened by the chains of pride and fear, the child exclaimed, "But he has nothing on." The words, simple and honest, echoed through the crowd. A murmur began, growing into a crescendo of voices, each repeating the child's observation. The emperor's heart sank, the veil of delusion lifted, yet his pride commanded him to continue. The procession moved on, the emperor more naked than he had ever been, not in attire, but in the exposure of his folly. His subjects, now freed from the shackles of their own fears, saw not a ruler in grand attire, but a man, all too human, led astray by vanity and pride. This tale, woven from the threads of vanity and truth, speaks to the heart of human nature. It serves as a mirror, reflecting the follies of pride and the fear of appearing foolish. It whispers of the courage to see and speak the truth, even when all around choose the comfort of illusion. The child, untainted by the complexities of adult pride and fear, embodies the purity of truth, a beacon in the fog of deception. In the emperor's nakedness, we find not just a man exposed, but a deeper vulnerability, the human yearning for approval and fear of inadequacy. The weavers, with their empty looms and false promises, are more than mere charlatans. They are the embodiment of the deceits we tell ourselves, the lies we dress in, hoping to hide our own uncertainties and inadequacies. The silent crowd, each member struggling with their own doubts and fears, reflects society's often unspoken agreement to maintain illusions for fear of disrupting the status quo. It is in the child's voice that the spell is broken, the simple truth slicing through the intricate tapestry of lies and pretenses. This tale, transcending time and place, serves as a timeless reminder of the dangers of vanity and the value of truth. It cautions against the allure of false appearances and the ease with which we may be deceived, not just by others, but by our own desires to see and be seen in a certain light. In the emperor's new clothes, we are reminded of the enduring wisdom that truth, though often uncomfortable, is the fabric from which the garment of integrity is woven. It teaches us to value substance over appearance, truth over pleasing illusions, and reminds us of the importance of seeing the world and ourselves as we truly are, unadorned and genuine.